Welcome to the Fairly Relatable Podcast.
It's like therapy with your best friends, minus the copay. Hi, we're back, and it is daylight savings. Wait, does that mean daylight savings just ended?
This is why I want to talk about it. I don't know what the point of it is, and I don't know
for the farmers. There is no
break
point.
it down for me. How does it work to make it darker earlier?
Wait, at night? No, it makes it so so the farmers back in the day could start earlier. Yes. It's lighter earlier so they could get out into the field.
Do we have a lot of farming going on still? It's 2024.
I mean, I think people do that stuff, but I don't think they need it. This was invented back in the day. Certain states don't do it anymore. It's unnecessary.
Right.
And the main topic that should be getting voted on November 5th.
Right. It's election week.
Let's all vote to do away with daylight savings. My daughter had a sleepover last night and wanted to put her clock. So let's say her clock said 6. She wanted to put it up 1, but she put it back 1. Needless to say, they were up at 5:30.
Right.
But her clock said 7:30, so she woke up thinking it's 7:30. I did a great job staying in bed.
Yeah.
It was 5:30.
This is the thing. Daylight savings, it's kind of outdated, right? In and of itself. And then when you have, it's we gain an hour. When you have little kids or babies, you don't gain shit. It's not.
No, this was the first year I think daylight savings didn't truly
screw you over.
Yeah, I mean, when we were younger in college, you were like, fuck yeah, fall back. We get an extra time. And you loved it. As soon as you have little ones, it's absolutely horrible because you're just starting earlier. They're grumpy. It's horrible. Now my kids are 12 and 10. It didn't really have an impact on this.
Right.
I still slept. Well, I think I got an extra hour.
Right. Same. This is the first year.
Okay, so that's your kids are younger. Yeah. Good for you.
They're almost 8 and 6. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I was getting an extra hour at 8 and 6 because my kids are up at 6:30 no matter what still. So unless it's a school day, now they want to sleep in. But yeah, no, daylight savings for new parents or parents of young kids is awful.
It is horrible. Not to mention how depressing it is in general that it gets dark so early. I hate that.
Yeah. When I used to be better about getting in my steps, I would come home from work and walk at night. And half the year I couldn't.
Right.
Because it was dark and it would ruin the whole routine.
So it's not working for us.
I mean, I'm against it.
So what do we do about that?
We protest on this podcast. Our podcast goes viral. We are so influential. People start listening and protesting with us.
I mean, I feel influenced by us.
I mean, 1,000%.
Say no to daylight savings.
Yeah. Gruesome Newsom would have to oblige. Right?
There was someone that wanted to do away with it. I don't know what candidate or what year, but I remember they were talking about ending daylight savings.
Yeah, I think we should. I don't mean to even get political on here, but I can't hold back with him. Who's
him?
Newsom. When's his election? Because he wasn't on the ballot. Let's be clear here. I'm a small business owner, which that alone shapes my opinion of what's happening in the state. The way it's being run, it is to kill small businesses. And it really, really, really is sad and horrible. So I will never get really political on here, except for the fact that California is hurting small businesses so much. So whenever he's ready to be done, that's fine with me.
I think he's done. I think his term.
But don't we have to elect who's next?
I don't know how any of it works.
Did you vote?
No.
No.
Isn't it on the 6th or something? When is the election?
Kara.
I don't even know.
It's on the 5th.
Oh.
It's on the 5th. You don't have an absentee ballot?
I don't know. I have no. I've been so hands off of the politic thing. Let the record show.
However, and we're not
similar. We're kind of centrists. You and I both. We're similar in a lot of ways, but it kind of depends on the issue.
Yeah.
I'm not going to claim one side.
I wish I didn't have to.
What do you mean?
When you're voting. I wish there was.
Oh, yeah, a middle.
I'm not in love with either candidate right now, so it's been hard. I did vote, and this was the first year I took my kids and had them put the ballots in the box to be like, voting's important.
Yeah.
It's also the first year that we've had to explain some of the issues to our kids because they're hearing things at school from other people. So they're asking questions, and we're trying to like
Right.
just as gently as possible explain certain things every time we talk about it. And I'm like, but you don't talk about this with your friends.
Right.
This is a family discussion that doesn't leave this family.
Well, right. And it's been so heated for like what, 8 years or what? I don't even know how long it's been so heated, but like it's such a divisive time that
Yeah.
I don't want my kids getting hooked into this current political climate because let's face it, in 4 years,
This is not how it's supposed to be.
no, it's not. But in 4 years, it's going to be another set of like, it's not, this isn't forever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I do. I agree with you. Like, forget our affiliations. I do agree with you. Like, I fall in a different category depending on what we're talking about.
Right.
And my biggest thing is it shouldn't divide people the way that it is.
You can thank the media for that, but yeah.
I think well, so I I tell my kids because they're like, well, this person says their parents are voting for da 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 da. And I just try so much to be like, everybody can vote for who they want to vote for. It doesn't mean you don't love that person. It doesn't mean you're not friends with that person.
Right.
To me, the bigger lesson is everyone can have their own opinion and it doesn't make them bad or good.
Right.
Just keep it to yourself.
Totally. And like everyone reads different stuff and people are going to vote based on the information they have. So like it doesn't need to be this like heated like, oh, you're voting for this person, that makes you a da 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 da, and then you're going to vote for this person and that makes you a da 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 da. It's like we're just
Sydney came home from school a couple months ago and said, so and so, a little kid in her class said, if Donald Trump wins or loses, we're all going to die. So his parents,
wait, what?
So the conversation I'm assuming at home was like, if this man's our president, it's going to be horrible. But if he loses, people are going to whatever. I'm assuming that's what the conversation was. But this is what a little kid in her class said, right? Because he's overhearing it. He's interpreting it however he's interpreting it for a little kid's brain. He's saying it now, and now another little person's hearing it, and then she comes home and says that. And then you have to have this whole conversation. Right. So maybe don't talk about it too much in front of your children.
Right.
But they have had some questions that I wish I wasn't explaining to them yet. Like something happened with a peer that touched on abortion, and I had to explain what abortion was to my kids. And I wasn't ready to have that conversation with them.
That's what I mean.
That could have waited.
It's bringing up, because it's so heated and everyone's so passionate about it that we need to think like, what are we doing to our kids here?
Right. Like if you're so heated, do it in a separate room.
Talk to an adult about it.
Talk to an adult because they can't comprehend that.
No, and it's confusing. And then again, it just perpetuates the like divisive, volatile. I got to make sure my foot is like in the shot because
we hit you guys.
Should we talk about this?
You guys, this is serious and very important because I think this is where we're going to take our careers.
Are we? Is this the route we're
going? Why we're not is beyond me. Like the money's on the table.
I can tell you why we're not.
Why?
First of all, here's the dealio. You found on our YouTube
several.
Right. I saw
more than one.
Three comments about our feet. Look, you guys look great. Love seeing your bare feet. Love the bare feet. Feet.
So why I feel like there's money on the table with this. Okay.
Do you think so?
My bra showing.
It's such a cute outfit, by the way.
Thank you. My
Canadian tuxedo. What is it? Tuxedo.
My button just popped. It's money on the table. People are into it. We have the feet to do it. Our faces,
do we?
Clearly, we're being told.
I mean,
and I think there's a foot for every fetish. Yeah, why not?
That's not an attractive foot. I have bunions.
To you, maybe that's the thing, though. People might get off on bunions.
There's something for everyone.
There's something for everyone. And I think we're being told our feet are appreciated, so they could be in demand. And what if it's just like that supplemental income we've been missing, and we're just like, well, we're not going to do it because that's weird and that's gross. Our faces
Wait.
don't need to be involved.
Right. But who did you send me the thing about Lily Allen. Was that you that sent that to me? She
And
made
Kara,
like
anything about feet I sent to you because I want to do this.
Lily Allen said she made like what?
It's an obscene
Like
amount of
half
money.
$1,000,000 in like such amount of time. More is like she made more from showing her feet than like her whole album or something.
But like it's your feet morals holding us back from doing this. I might just do this on.
I don't know if I'm crazy about the idea of like what people do with
But that's
pictures
not
of my feet.
That's not your business.
But it's just like out in the it's out. There's
But
like
no
there's
one
like
knows.
the energy like
You know
out in
what?
the environment of
I could already be doing it and you wouldn't even know because my face is not attached.
you could be doing what?
Selling my feet pics.
Oh, are you?
Maybe. No, I'm not, but I should. I really should.
Then I feel like you should do that.
Could you be the producer?
100%.
Why don't we start?
Okay. We've already started. Clearly. Look, you're touching your foot right now.
We'll start. We'll report back.
Okay. Who wants us to upload more feet pics?
I think we should. I think in this day and age, in this financial climate, people need to do what they need to do.
Yeah, Newsom, guess what? We found a loophole.
I won't say what I was just thinking. Okay, let's move on.
Well, speaking of kids and like kids saying things and being impacted and whatnot by what they're hearing, I'm going through Starbucks the other day. This was so cute. I go through the Yes, I relapsed on my Starbucks.
And your plastic cups.
And I just ordered, but I just ordered a bunch of those like steel cups for kids. They have them on Amazon, by the way. So your kids aren't like drinking.
My kids are eating or use glasses.
Okay, well,
they're literally $1 to $3 at Target.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so we're going through Starbucks and I always get the same thing. So I order and I have both my kids in the car and I'm like, yeah, I just want a grande ice non-fat latte. And she's like, okay, pull up to the window and we start driving. And my son, he's 5, just like
I thought he's 6.
I say he's almost 6.
Oh.
Just out of nowhere, not like out of nowhere, but just so like straight face goes, non-thick, mom, not non-fat. Non-thick.
What's that from?
I think that's the thing, instead of like to like go against fat shaming and stuff. So we don't use the word fat, right? It's a good thing. I mean, I like it. He was like, not non-fat, non-thick.
Well, and also I
imagine me ordering a non-thick latte.
I like things thick though.
Right? I mean, don't we all?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with thick. Okay.
I like thick. So you want me to tell you about things kids say?
Sure.
So let me preface this story. Years ago, my daughter wanted to talk to us, and our door was closed and locked because we were doing adult activities. You know this story.
Yep.
My son was sick and tired of hearing her bitch. So he, to not be bothered, took a coin, came up to the door, unlocked it, and walked away. You know this story.
I didn't know this part. What happened first?
So he unlocks it. She walks in.
Oh, no.
We're in a very compromising position. My husband, in all his glory, turns to face her to scream, "Get out!" She runs to her room, hysterically crying because daddy yelled at her. I get dressed. I go in. I'm comforting her. When she finally calms down, she looks at me and she said, "Were you naked kissing?" And I don't even know what I said. Maybe I said, "Yeah, we were kissing. We weren't naked." I don't know, but she was maybe 6. Like it was a while ago. Okay. So cut to, like, I told all my friends, whatever. It's really horrible but funny. And we're like, one day she's gonna learn what sex is and be like, oh shit, that's what my parents were doing.
Yep.
But she's never brought it up and we've never heard about it. We thought she forgot about it and we thought it would like resurrect itself when she's a teenager. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We've never talked about it. She's never brought it up. Okay. We've started watching Modern Family as a family. Just a super cute sitcom.
Right.
a couple things happen here and there and it goes over the kid's head. But like all in all, it's a really cute family show and they crack up. They're old enough to like understand the jokes. So we're watching Modern Family and there's an episode that just happened where it's the parents' anniversary and the kids make them breakfast and they bring it to the room and they walk in on their parents having sex. So Ben and I are looking at each other. Like, think about this though, Kara. Like, this is all the shit we watched as kids, right?
Right.
So we look at each other, like, silently laughing because Adam's like, ew, like, gross out. And they're like, Sydney's like covering her eyes. You don't say anything, but it's all implied. And then Sydney goes, well, that happened to me with mommy and daddy.
Oh my
I
gosh.
walked in, Adam, that day you opened the door and I walked in, mommy and daddy were having sex and I walked the whole story. And Ben
She
and I,
knows.
she knows and she
Oh my-
remembers. And she's never not known.
Right.
She
All this time she's known.
all the time we thought it was going to resurrect itself when she's a teenager and she's forgotten about it and we escaped. She just was like play by play, totally knew what we were doing,
Oh my
never
gosh.
forgot about it. And Ben and I were just like crying. And then Sydney goes, don't you guys remember? And we just kept going. And I'm like, is this true? And we just kept going, we don't remember. We don't remember.
Like the ultimate gaslighting. Poor Sydney.
Poor Sydney, but she's like, remember? And da 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 da. And
Well,
I'm
and I
like,
love
don't
Adam's role
know.
in this whole thing where he's the one that like he's just
Slide-
so
he's
sick
like,
of her complaining.
Shut,
So he
shut up. He opens it with the coin.
he walks
and
away.
walks away.
He just leaves her to her own to discover the horror
Yeah,
of
but like she just says in the
mom
middle
and
of the
dad.
episode, oh, that happened to me. I did it. Oh my God.
You know what? At least now she has context around it and it's normalized. That's what therapist Kara thinks about that.
Okay.
Family,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh my God. It was so stopped us in our tracks. Like we
That's so
really would
funny.
talk about one day
I would
down
be
the road. She might remember
mortified.
not knowing she's known this whole
She's known.
time.
It's been in there.
This whole time.
In
So
the
funny.
crevices of her mind.
Oi.
There was
Anyways,
something you were gonna tell me.
that
You
was
were like,
it.
oh, oh my gosh.
That was it. Okay. So you got a new ring.
I did, yeah. So yeah, let's see. How long have Justin and I been married? Over 10 years. Like it was 10
I was
years on
pregnant with Sydney, very pregnant in your
at
wedding.
my wedding, yeah.
So over 10 years.
Yeah. So our 10-year was February 2024, which this isn't why we did it, but I'd been wearing a fake ring, like a cheap one, because my original engagement ring sat up really high. It had like these the smallest diamonds, like a pinpoint, all like in the setting of it, like all weird, whatever. They would constantly fall out. So I was missing a bunch of them. So I just hadn't been wearing it. Well, I tried to put it on like 2 weeks ago and I couldn't get it on. So I don't know if it's just age or like maybe the meds I'm taking. I went up a whole ring. Yeah. Like my knuckles and everything. I went up a whole ring size. I was a size 4.
That's so insanely small.
I know. It's like weird. It's like I have like child fingers. But I was a 4, now I'm a 5. So we go into the jewelry store. I bring my original engagement ring and
let me see your
both
ring.
the little bands.
They're 5.
It's like really.
Oh my God, it's like a pinky ring.
No, it's like itty bitty. Oh, it looks pretty on your hand.
I love it.
So anyway,
It's
I bring
really
it all
pretty.
in. I bring in my original engagement
God,
ring,
you have
both my bands, and then a third band
such small fingers.
that had like some diamonds in it and was made of gold. So I turned all of it in. What I wanted him to do was reconstruct my original ring, make it lower, all this stuff.
You just
It's a square go.
again.
Oh, shit.
You do it all the time.
We need like AI to pull every time I
No,
go
love
da da da
it.
da.
Da 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 da.
Well, my sister told me I say, what is she told me years ago that I say blah 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 a lot.
Same thing. Yeah, you do blah blah blah
Yada
blah
yada
blah.
yada.
Da 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 da
Da da
da.
da da.
It's like you don't want to finish the story. You're just like
I get sick of hearing myself talking.
yeah, you're just like da 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 da. Fill in the rest for yourself.
And I know you can because you know me so well. So
Yeah.
you just fill it in on your own. So anyway, I turn in everything. I want him to redo my ring. It's a square cut, the princess cut, I think. And it's a little like outdated, just the way it looked. It was set in a gold setting. It was a white band with gold prongs. So it kind of made it look like a yellow diamond, which I thought was really like cool.
Oh yeah, I
edgy.
remember you
I
wanting that.
felt super edgy with that ring. Anyway, so the guy looks at it and he's like, well, I was like, can you put it same thing, just set lower with the gold? And he's like, well, if you look, the gold's actually, that's gold plating and it's actually wearing off if you look at it closely. And I'm like, okay, but so then I'm just looking around and I see this ring It's a marquee.
I thought there was an earthquake.
It's wind.
Whoa.
It's windy today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. So this is a marquee. So it's basically like an oval, but with like the pointy tops, just in case no one knows what all of our people listening.
Diamond, would you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
An oval.
It's like
with
an oval
points?
diamond with like pointy tips.
But isn't that what a diamond is? No, I guess not.
No, there's like 5,000 shapes of a diamond. There's like oval, pear,
No,
marquee.
I meant
Anyway.
I didn't mean the diamond ring. I meant like the diamond shape. No, but a diamond shape
What
is.
the hell are you talking
What do you
about?
mean?
You mean like the diamond emoji?
What?
Like what a diamond looks like, you mean?
Wait, are you kidding?
No, I feel like we're both talking about two different things right now.
You
But anyway.
hold on. You said an oval with a pointy top and bottom. And I said, isn't that what the diamond
Oh,
if
like
you're
the diamond shape, like in geometry.
Yes, but then I'm wrong because every part of a diamond shape is pointy.
Right. So no matter what, you're wrong.
I was wrong,
You're
but
in the-
like
yeah.
I'm in the wrong.
Anyway, remember when you told me I should get a button that says I'm always right or something? Because like for years I was always right.
Thanksgiving?
Stop. Anyway, so
You
we'll
guys
we'll
want
we'll tell
terrible?
that later, not today. Okay, so I turn it all in. I see this ring and I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt like we don't have a lot
Like
of money.
the clouds
Yeah,
parted.
it's insane. We don't have a lot of money. I
Birds
don't have
were
like a lot of
singing.
nice jewelry. Like I have a gold necklace. I have a real Cartier ring that I got as a push present. Other than that, I don't have like really, really nice things. And so seeing this, and it's not like it's like 2 carats or anything, but I was like, I have it.
It's very pretty.
I love it. So I turned in everything, got a credit. They took the materials and I got this. And then they gave me back my original princess cut stone. And I don't know what to do with it. I know you put your old one in a necklace.
I do have it in a necklace, but you're right. It's dangerous. I don't wear it a ton.
I'd be terrified to wear it.
I always wanted my grandparents' ring. You know how the story about this stone, right? How it was found on a golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, my papa found it on a golf course.
Great.
My grandma had an
sure
itty
it's
bitty
real?
diamond.
You sure it's real?
So my papa found this ring in a man's ring on a golf course, turned it in, and then no one claimed it, so they gave it back to him.
Oh.
And then so my grandma got to replace her itty bitty diamond with it's a 2-carat diamond, and that's what like as long as I was been around, that was her stone in this like very like elaborate, gaudy like setting. So I had always said, because my papa was my everything, he walked me down the aisle, he's my everything. All I want is the stone. I'm the first grandchild. My sister got like all her perfume bottles and all these pretty things, but I just wanted the stone. So my grandma being my grandma when she was moved into assisted living was like, Jessica, take the ring now because someone will steal it.
I love that she calls you Jessica. So
Yes.
does my mom.
So calls me Jessica.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I take the stone and I bring it to a jeweler and I said, listen, I don't want you to tell me if it's real or fake. My grandma wore it forever. If she wears it and she's fine, I'm fine with whatever it is.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to know. And then he's like, well, it's real, so you need to insure it.
Damn.
So anyways, this was my grandma's ring or my grandma's diamond. I put it on my engagement band.
Oh.
That's my engagement band. And then I put the diamond on top and it was found on a golf course.
That is insane.
I know. My papa would always find really crazy things. He'd find a 20 by a dumpster. He found a Rolex watch. He would he always found these crazy things. And what's really funny is Adam came in this morning. He wanted something and it cost $35. He came in. He's like, I'm going to give you $40. I want it so badly. Like I said, I don't have a 5. He goes, just keep it. Like I want whatever. It was a stupid pass for a new video game. Anyways, so he comes in, he goes, here's a 20 for my birthday, and here's a 20 I found near a bush. And
he has it.
I was like, oh my gosh, Adam, that's what Papa would do. And then I told Ben, I was like, how come he found a 20 near a bush this past week? And when we're like, how was your day, Ben? He's just like, fine. Like, he's not like, I found a 20 near a bush.
He has it too.
He has it.
I used to have it. I found
You
2
did.
50s in Vegas, one in a bathroom, one outside of Studio 54. I found $100 outside of Studio 54.
You did.
I was just in Vegas this past
Justin, Vegas.
Just in Vegas. I was just in Vegas. Justin was home while I
And
was
you
in
won
Vegas.
money.
I won money. I won like another little mini jackpot of like $1,207. And if it's like 1,202, you have to claim it. So I had to, whatever. But then I lost it all.
You did? You don't just take it and run?
No, I don't.
You're crazy.
I know.
Kara.
I know.
Wow.
And like a couple weeks before that at Chumash, I won a $3,800. That one I did take home $2,000. I was up $2,000 that trip to Chumash. But this one, I ended up kind of, because then I won another little one the next morning in Vegas. We were at the Orleans, like on the old, it was so cool.
You know, I've been to Vegas once.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
Well, twice. Once when I was like 20 something young, and then recently for a soccer tournament.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was a soccer tournament. That's so funny. There were like kids like what is it, shuffling or whatever,
Oh,
like
cute.
throughout the casino.
That's cute. We
Yeah.
didn't even take the kids to the strip. We were like, oh, let's show it to them. And they're like, no, it's like
This
so
was
much
like
work.
old Vegas, like random, like the end of the strip, and so people probably stay there because it's closer to and it's way cheaper. It was
Yeah.
really fun. We just like gambled. We went to my nephew's wedding. It was really nice, and then we just like gambled and. It was really fun, but I did end up losing. But oh my gosh,
Ooh.
the plane ride to Vegas. Okay, so we
Yeah.
took Alaska Airlines, and it wasn't like I don't know, there's like the really big planes, like the big planes, like a boat, like a 747, 747.
Sure.
I
Let's
don't
go
know.
with that.
Anyway, it's
I
like the
don't
big
know
plane.
my planes.
Well, this is like a smaller. It's not one of those like island hopper planes by any means, but it's a smaller plane. We take off. I've never been in an air on an air in an airplane on an airplane where during takeoff you like think you're gonna crash. Like the plane basically like started to roll over onto its back during takeoff. I freak out. I'm sitting next to my sister and I'm like just like freaking out. And I look at Lisa, my sister, and she's just like calm, cool, and collected. She's like, it's okay, Kara. I look around on the plane. No one's reacting. No one, not one person. I'm the only one freaking out. I felt so gaslit. I was like, why is no one else freaking out? We are like, this is it. This is it. We're going down.
I just survived cancer.
Right. And this is how I go out on a plane on the way to Vegas. And my sister's like, see, Kara, this is one of the differences between you and me.
There's a lot of differences.
There's a lot of, she's like, I just accept it. Like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm like,
Lisa's
no
so unravelable.
I love it.
I know. She's so just like.
And then the way home, it was the same thing, takeoff.
So it's the small ones.
Yeah, it had to have been. It was very odd. It was like
That's
the wing dipped. It was like, whoop.
Did the pilot say like, all right, folks?
No.
Because then it was normal.
Yes.
It was normal.
Adding to the gaslighting though. We're like,
normal.
No one's talking about it.
Because it's normal.
I even look back, I look like across at my parents and they're both just like sitting there like, okay. Guys, I think we might all be dying right now.
It's really scary. It's really
so
scary.
that was Vegas.
All right.
It was fun.
What else?
Still working on growing my hair out.
It's looking really good. It's really dark.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Do you think it's my normal color though, or no? Is it darker?
No, I think you've never let your normal color show.
Yeah.
You've always like lightened it. I like it though.
Thank you. I'm like really starting to like it. It looks like, because after chemo, I know hair can come back. Obviously, it can come back different. Some people say it's darker, lighter. Some people come back fully gray. I have the chemo curls. But I actually ran
not as much.
The curls. It's
It
just at the
it
bottom.
seemed thicker than it was.
That's what everyone says, but it's actually so thin. I don't know how it looks thicker.
Really?
Yeah, it's
it
like
looks
more
really
coarse and wiry.
Really thick. I like it. I like this hairstyle too.
Thank you.
You know what? I was looking. I don't know why. Maybe it just popped up on my phone, but pictures from us last Halloween. Remember how we like did that thing where like you dress like your husband, he dresses like you.
Oh yeah.
You had a shaved head.
Pretty much. Well, it was like probably an inch long.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was like right when you stopped wearing wigs.
I know, and this is a year later.
I know, it's a lot of hair growth.
It's my rice water.
It's the rice water.
If anyone wants to do it, here, can I give the recipe really
quick? You were supposed to make me some.
Oh yeah. Was I?
Yeah.
So you take a cup of rice, rinse it out, get a decent amount of the white, like powdery, whatever dust off of it. Then you take that cup of rice, soak it in 3 cups of water for 30 minutes, strain it, put it into a water bottle. And then I do like 5 drops of rosemary oil
Mm-hmm.
because rosemary oil like makes your hair grow just like Rogaine does, apparently. And
I'll spray it on Ben. He doesn't need to go to Turkey.
shout out to Ben.
He doesn't need to go to Turkey for a hair transplant. We'll just spray some rice water on
Oh my
top of his
gosh.
head.
But if he did go to Turkey for, that would just be so funny to me.
Part of me is like, do it. And then part of me is like, literally could care less if he has hair.
It's so expensive still. Like
It's
flying,
no.
but
Well,
flying
flying.
to Turkey, and then you have to pay for the procedure, and then you gotta fly back.
But the procedure is like a quarter of what it costs here.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He spoke to someone who did it.
Ah.
And it's like at first you look like a chia pet.
Yes.
And then it grows and it looks like it's real hair.
Does it look real when it grows in?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Looks like real hair. But like,
That's cool.
I don't need a guy to have hair. Like, there's a lot of things I'm attracted to or not attracted to. I could care less really about the hair.
Yeah.
If he had hair, I wouldn't be mad.
Turkey
I mean-
sounding real good right now.
He had hair when we met.
What happened?
Me. Stressed him the fuck out. I don't know, because 2 of his brothers have hair.
Post-marital hair loss. I wonder if that's a thing.
I think you just made it a thing.
I did. Let's just go with it. Isn't it connected to testosterone or something? Like the more you have, the more likely you are to lose your hair.
The more testosterone you
the
have.
more testosterone
My dad has a very full head of hair.
and a lot of testosterone.
No, you
Right?
just said it's the opposite. No, I'm saying my dad doesn't have a lot of testosterone. Or are you saying Ben doesn't have a lot of
No, I'm
testosterone?
saying your dad, I would think, does have a lot of test because
Because he
he's
has
like,
so much hair.
no, the more testosterone you have, the more likely it is to lose your hair.
And I just said my dad has a full head of hair.
So you're saying he doesn't have testosterone.
Well, you're saying he doesn't have testosterone with your theory.
Oh.
Can we talk about how my dad's on like 3 dating sites
I love it.
at 70?
Oh,
In the
which
past-
ones? Which ones?
Hinge, Match, and Bumble. I said,
Bumble
Dad,
and Hinge get me.
I
That's
said,
so
do
funny.
you want to be on JD? And he's like, no, no more Jewish women.
Why?
Been there, done that twice. I don't know.
But he is Jewish.
Yes.
He aligns with
I mean, he's Jew-ish. He's not like,
Jewish-ish.
he's not like a good observer.
He's not like a devout.
He is a nothing.
Mm.
But he is kind of like in his prime. I've gone out.
Has he been like,
Oh, he's dating. He is actively dating.
what else is going on?
That's where I draw the line.
Oh.
We have gone to lunch twice together where he can't not flirt with the waitresses, or
gosh.
we went into a store after and the owner of the store. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, bye. Like, I can't watch.
You have to be happy for him.
I am, but watching my dad like try to throw
Flirting.
down is just a little much, especially because like I know he would date women like not that, like they don't have to be that much older than us for him to be like,
Good for him.
I feel like when I go
love
out
this
with
for
him now,
him.
I need to like be like, Dad, Dad,
Right.
Dad,
Right.
Dad.
So they don't think you guys are together.
Yeah.
You guys also look alike.
He opens the door for me. I'm like, don't do that. But yeah, no, he's like, I've never, it's wild.
Good for
I
him.
had to, because he's not like really good with technology. I had to take pictures. I had to get him on like Hinge. I had to fill out his profile and like some of the questions. I was like, fill this out, hit next.
What does your sister say about it?
She's like all for it. And then my brother's doing the same thing. So
Oh, he's not. Oh,
he's dating.
Oh,
so they
okay.
talk about their dating life. I mean, he's just been doing it for a little bit because he just got divorced a few months ago.
Carpe diem, Andy.
Carpe
do it.
diem. He
Do it.
decided 5 years ago he's going to ride motorcycles. Now he's
Oh.
going to date. He's just
Okay.
living his best life.
At 70. There you go.
Living his best life and roughing every basketball game he can.
Dad in a nutshell.
He actually refs games of men who we went to high school with.
What?
Oh, yeah. Like quite often, I think.
Oh my gosh.
They'd have like an adult league and he'll ref it.
Oh, I was trying to think like they're not in high school anymore and they're not pro. Where
No,
okay, they
there's
have
like an adult
adult.
rec league and he refs some of that stuff.
That's
So he sees
awesome.
them.
I love this for your dad.
You know, he loves it for himself. He's really happy, so more power to him.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to do at 70, but
Yeah, you never know.
I hope not.
What do you
God.
want to do at 70?
Travel, be with
I
grandkids.
guess 70. Yeah.
Your parents could
My
travel.
parents travel so much and I'm so
They're
happy.
older than
Yeah,
70.
they're mid-70s. Yeah, I mean, as long as health is good.
Yeah, no, I want to be doing like all the things,
hmm
living my best life.
I'm so happy for my parents
Don't wanna
because
be
they've
single.
worked so hard their
Totally.
whole lives and had a lot of different sources of adversity.
Mhm.
And they are able to they just went to Vegas with a couple, like friends of theirs. They like drove across the country or flew across or cruised. They
fun.
cruised. Yeah.
That's
They do
fun.
cruises, like they go up to Los Olivos, they do wine tasting, watch bands. I'm like, you guys go for it.
Yeah, it's like now their time. A cruise is like my nightmare, by
You
the
and
way.
Justin won't get on a boat. You've never been on a cruise?
Kara, you don't want to drown in the ocean and be capsized and be eaten by a shark. Stay off the fucking cruises. Like
That
you
is
don't
the
have
most catastrophic line of thinking I've ever heard.
if you don't want to be lost in the middle of the ocean, stay out of the middle of the ocean.
Okay, but remember for your bachelorette party, you wanted us to do a 5-day cruise and I said I couldn't afford it and you got mad at me?
No.
Yeah. I want you to take ownership of that right here and now.
What did we do?
We went, oh my gosh, we went to LA. Remember? We did like there was like a hotel. We stayed at the hotel. We went out at night. Not like the Marmont, but like Chateau Marmont, or we did a hotel.
No,
We
I've
did
never
something
been there.
local. We did something local on Sunset.
I
Sunset
wish
Boulevard.
my memory didn't.
But yeah, no, you wanted to
betray
do
me.
like a 3 or 5-day cruise, and I was like,
I
oh
kind of
my
remember that.
gosh.
I kind of remember that.
Cruises,
That's insane that I wanted to do that.
first of all, there's safety boats, there's lifeboats that are like legit boats.
People have died on cruises.
How often?
Cruise ships go down.
When? The Italian one?
What?
Remember the Italian cruise?
That was a yacht. Or no,
No, the like Italian cruise and the what's the captain? He was like the first one off of the boat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could look up cruises I've gone. I don't know. The ocean.
I mean, are you talking
just,
Titanic? Like,
no, the ocean's just not for me. Like, I respect it, I fear it, and I stay away from it.
okay, you're
Not for
missing
me.
out, girl. They got clubs, casinos, food around the clock. You can eat anytime
I
you want.
wouldn't want to have to like
You
come
deboard,
back and like, what's the word when you have to like get it all out of your system?
debrief.
No, not decompress, debloat,
What?
just like the hangover of food.
Debloat.
Yeah, you don't know. You've never been bloated.
Oh yeah, I've never been bloated.
Like to get all that food and alcohol out of your system, like I would feel like shit for weeks.
Yeah, same. But it is really fun. And you don't feel like you're on. This is like, I don't know if anyone's seen Poseidon. Have you seen Poseidon?
No.
That ship does go down, but it's a movie.
No.
Anyway, it's like a huge ballroom. Like it's like a mall ballroom in the middle. Yeah, you don't even feel like you're
and
on
the ship still went down.
The ship went, yeah.
I mean, I'd rather just fly somewhere and be on land.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Okay.
But like you can go on a cruise.
Okay.
Like you do it.
I don't have anyone to go with. You won't go. Justin won't go.
I'm sure there's
Who wants to go on a cruise with me?
Your parents.
Yeah.
Lisa
would go.
Yeah, your kids would love it.
I wouldn't ever take this is where I get weird. I would never have my kids on a cruise. Never.
Because it might go down.
Off the side.
How many kids?
I don't even want to talk about. Did you hear about the Disney cruise?
No.
Okay.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. We're done. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye. All right, guys,
Here's the deal. If you like what you hear,
and we know you do,
be sure to like, subscribe,
and write us a review.
that rhymes.